Hey everyone, Dwayne here with one of our mini channels, Bronco Wild Outdoors, and the cameraman is Gavin with Gavin's Toy Garage.
Hello. And so you guys make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel, which is Gavin's Toy Garage, and my dad's channel, Bronco Wild Outdoors, because this is going on both channels. And yeah, so make sure to do all that. And we are on the Bronco Sport ride.
Just kidding. Now we'll get rolling.
Yeah. Hey, so yeah, and I'm obviously getting to drive, and kind of obvious, I guess, because I'm behind the steering wheel. But hey, I'm excited. We're going to go on a trail for the first time with other Broncos here, and we're going to have a blast.
Yeah, so we recently just went in the four-door ride, but we didn't get to drive that because, you know, it's a real four-door Bronco.
And something I'll be saying quite a bit. You can see all the videos that you want. You can see them all, but I can tell you right now, it is a magic carpet ride in the wild.
Sorry if it gets a little shaky, it's because all the bumps here. And I am using a selfie stick, so.
Yeah, but it's a great experience, and yeah, these guys here, we're going to have to keep up with them.
They're speedy. Well, you should be good.
All right, so we're in a Bronco Sport, and sorry, I don't have, this color's not on the full size, so I don't have it memorized, but we'll get it. And you can see that it's the cockpit in here is very nice. I love the touch screen.
We are all clear.
You can hear the radio in the back. That's how we're going to communicate with each other.
All right, everyone, excited for all you to go on this experience with us today. I think you're going to see firsthand just how great of a vehicle Bronco Sport is, both on and off-road. Pretty crazy when you consider what we're going to do on this trip and the fact that it's all inside one vehicle. Definitely have to commend Ford for allowing us to do this. This experience with both Bronco and Bronco Sport is something that our team has never seen in our careers, doing auto shows and all these things over the years. So you guys are actually the second group in the country that's been able to do this. We first did this a few weeks ago in Mo, but now we're here in Tennessee. So thank you guys for willing to take the chance and take the drive. I think it's a lot of fun, and you're going to just see how capable Bronco Sport really is.
All right, so I rolled the window up so we can hear.
So we are all inside the Badlands Edition, which is the top tier trim level on Bronco Sport. Badlands is the most capable off-road package that we offer in Bronco Sport. Biggest differentiator is that it's going to give you a Philistine shock underneath. That's part of our Haas suspension system, which is a high-performance off-road stability system. That shock's going to be a little bit stiffer than what's on the other Bronco Sport trim levels. It's also going to give us a little bit of a lift, so we do have 8 inches of ground clearance in the center of the vehicle when we're going off the road, which is going to be great for some of the ruts and things that we're going to go over. Under the hood, we have our 4-cylinder, 2-liter engine. It's 250 horsepower and 277 pounds of torque. Very, very powerful and capable engine. Unfortunately, the trail doesn't allow us to really open it up. But you are going to have all the power you need underfoot to get up and down the hill that we're going to be experiencing here in a little bit.
Yeah, so this is...
So I would have a feeling we're going to have a lot of talking in this, so I'll get in words edgewise, because obviously the instructors, we got to listen to him because he knows all the facts and critiques. But I got to tell you, this Bronco, I rolled the window up so we can hear better. Even the Bronco Sport, when I say even because I haven't been looking at buying one of these, I can imagine this being a great company car for me to do my running around in. This is a very comfortable driving car. Just like the full-size Bronco, the steering wheel fits good in your hand. It's the right diameter, feels good. The cockpit is laid out so everything's at hand's reach. There's no working involved with just the simple things. And the easier you make it, the more comfortable you make it sitting here, the less tired you are on long drives or when you're driving all day, right? Because you're not overthinking the small stuff, it's just natural. And I've never driven one of these until, what, a couple minutes ago? I already feel like I've owned this vehicle for 5 years. That's the testament I can give the way it feels. So we have the one-liner for the full size on the trail, Magic Carpet Ride, and on this one, it's familiar to me. I feel like I've owned it for 5 years. I mean, it's just a cool vehicle. So we're headed to the trails.
So as we approach these turns up here, once we get past the Townsend wall right here, we're going to get into an S-curve. Once you make that left-hand turn at the end of the S-curve, be prepared to slow down and make a stop, as we are going to be making a left turn to get off trail.
All right, so we're getting ready to hit the trails. See the mountain in front of us. We're going up into a valley on the other side of this, and it's going to be pretty cool. And this is real deal. This will tell you how nice this vehicle is, because you get behind the seat without prior experience. And you take
Hey Linda, this is Nick with Bronco Sport. We are coming to the entrance with 6 vehicles in tow.
Copy that. There are actually all 12 full size are out there.
Copy that, thank you. As we get onto the trails, the big Bronco will yield right away to us. So if you guys do see the big Bronco, they will stop, and then they will allow us to proceed past.
Okay, so, yeah, in the 4-door we rode in, and at the start I might have said 2-door on accident, but we did ride it in the it was I don't remember what trim it was, but we rode in a 4-door. It was a black one, and so that was fun, and that was still bumpy. So I don't know how it's gonna be in the sport. So let's find out. And this is a backseat view. Not many people do that.
All right, here we have a full size with the top open.
Oh,
All right, as we start on this access road right here, you're going to kind of get all the elements. So we're going to have dirt, rock, gravel, some mud. So you're going to really just get everything, the regular access road throw at you. We're going to keep the vehicle in normal mode, just so you can see how Bronco Sport performs just in its regular settings. All Broncos are four-wheel drive based systems. Bronco Sport's a little bit different, as it does have a front-wheel drive bias to it. But the beauty is, as we're going on these trails and doing anything where we need more traction, the 4x4 system will kick in and then send that power to the wheels when it needs it.
Wow, that's awesome. You hear that, Gavin?
yep.
Another good selling point of the Badlands package is that we do have bash plates underneath the vehicle. So as we're going up and down these trails with those rocks and twigs and branches and all that kind of stuff, all the major components underneath are covered by bash plates, so you don't have to worry about damaging anything in Bronco Sport.
Wow, that is really awesome.
Yeah.
Because you're probably going to hear something, you know, but just know that something is the skid plates are bash plates. You hear that?
Yep, that's the bash plate.
Protecting all the vital components.
Like the gas, what's it called? A gas tank?
Yep, the gas tank, yeah. And one thing I can tell you from the steering, I can tell a little bit right there how the steering almost pulled me the direction that the tire was spinning. So it was amazing that it compensated for that little slick spot. And that was nothing. That was just a puddle. Imagine what it does in the big stuff.
Get a good view of this. Cyber orange 4-door.
Hear that?
Yep. That was a hard one too.
So,
sorry guys, it's really bumpy.
yeah, it's really bumpy. So the good thing about a crazy video bouncing around like this is you actually see what we feel. But I can tell you it's comfortable. It's I am going to keep 2 hands on the wheel because there's a couple 100 feet drop over on the other side of those trees. So we're not going to go too fast. I'll admit I have a good driving skill. I think I can drive pretty much anything, whether it be construction equipment or vehicles, but I respect reality like gravity, and so therefore I am going to be safe, especially in a new vehicle, right? Now, give me a couple years in my full-size Sport, and I'll probably be, you know, I don't know, on 2 wheels. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Don't worry. So the comfort And by the way, you have good visibility, you know, in here. So it makes it fun when you're out in the trails. You have trees, you have hills, you have all kinds of stuff. Being able to see comfortably just takes that uncertainty out of the drive. Makes it fun.
Another 4-door.
Yep, and so the full-size vehicles, they're nice enough to give us the right-of-way.
We're going to start approaching some fresh gravel here. So if you guys don't mind, give each other a couple car lengths to keep the speed under 10 miles an hour, just so we don't break any windshields and have to pull one of these vehicles out of the line.
And that Velocity Blue really is nice on a Bronco, Gavin.
Yeah.
However, I think that's probably going to be the second Bronco. The first one, we're going to stick with the Badlands. The Area 51. The Wild Track, I think we'll do something different. And I think it's either going to be yellow or blue. And it'll probably be Velocity Blue.
Yeah.
Now, why 2 Broncos, you might ask?
Don't know.
Well, now one is going to be a legitimate, everyday company vehicle. The other one's going to be a personal vehicle. So we're buying one for personal, and we're buying one for company. My company car can be anything I want it to be, and I'm going to have an all-terrain vehicle that I can pretty much go anywhere. And the comfort of driving an awesome SUV. I don't even call it an SUV. Really insults the Bronco.
Yeah.
It is a true off-road beast.
Yeah. All types. Doesn't matter what trim, what type. Neither a sport, 1-door, or not 1-door, but 2-door or 4-door. They're still all big monsters.
Yeah, this is fun. There is a big hill that we're going to go over, and there's an apex that is so steep we're going to have to use the front camera. And the point of the camera system would be just that, right? That we have the ability to see what is out of line of sight from the driver's seat.
Big hill right there.
As you make this right turn, immediately to the next right, you'll see a bunch of boulders on the ground. That is actually the beginning of the Ford Bronco ride. So if you guys have a reservation, you haven't done this course already, you'll see just the type of stuff that we're going to throw at Bronco. So you can see how capable Big Bronco really is.
And as you'll see on the right-hand side, that is where we did the rock crawling. And pretty amazing, by the way.
Yeah, and they only do that in the 2-door and 4-door.
Yeah, full size.
Yeah.
And that was amazing. And there was about a 270-degree turn up at the top.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and basically the trail turn assist on that pretty much turn that vehicle on a dime, like a skid steer. If you know construction equipment, yeah, pretty amazing.
And I just saw that the Bronco we just rode in.
Did you?
Yeah. It was coming down from the
yeah, our Kyle was our driver, and you could tell he has a lot of seat time. He was very skilled. So shout out to Kyle for some awesome driving. We really enjoyed our trip.
And he was really calm. He just didn't care.
Well, and that's part of he's confident.
As we come to a stop, this is kind of where we stop. If you guys want to do a quick photo real quick before we go uphill, more than happy to take that for you if you guys would like that as well.
All right, so this is the end to video or segment 1. Stay tuned for segment 2 coming up.